Posh skeleton. Salty slimy rain. Well, you know, that may well be true. Alex Layer, Avac to check it, press Control Alt 4 over the water. Alex Layer. I mean, I can't even be... I'm not even mad, I'm just disappointed. There was no effort put into that at all. Alright, okay, we're moving out quite a lot of the stuff from the workshops. Is everyone stopping to have something to drink, perhaps? Also, let's check combat logs. No. Reports. The dog is fighting with what? Stray dog attacks the kangaroo buck, but he jumps away. The stray dog misses the kangaroo buck. Damn it. Why are you fighting it? Stray dog scratches the kangaroo butt in the the kangaroo buck in the upper body, denting the skin and bruising the fat. Okay, well, you know. Dog, I don't think you should be fighting a kangaroo, honestly. From what I know of kangaroos, I strongly suspect you're going to come off the worst from that engagement, but alright. Well, would you... You know what? I'm doing a silly thing here. I've got my miner focusing on multiple tasks. That's never a clever thing to do. Have him finish one job before he gets on to the next. I'll let him finish out that tiny little part of that room, but then he really does need to get back to doing the dining room so I can get everyone indoors. On that note, we need some tables. Let's see. Tables and chairs. We'll grab a couple of tables. Just have 4 for now, and then 4 seats as well. Where are the seats? Chair. There we go. And we're going to need a couple of doors as well, but we'll have to wait for the wheelbarrows to be constructed first. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's that there? Why is that? Are those leaves? No, they're just ryegrass. Oh, okay. Fair enough. And yes, I kind of want a challenge, really. Why? I just don't know. But, I mean, I'm not particularly good at the game, as I've mentioned to a couple of people before. I'm really, really not. But I'll enjoy it, I think. Oh, that's what... Those are wheelbarrows. They're not leaves. They just look like leaves. Damn it. This is the unfortunate part about having the game that we've got. The version that we've got. Ooh, what are those... Purple trees. I like them. Is that there aren't many tile sets or things set up for that. Apricot tree. Oh, okay. Is that really... Do apricot trees have purple leaves? I never knew. That's awesome. I had no idea. Very well. Carry on being purple apricot trees. Hayden Spartan, what do the gold and silver outlines mean? On what specifically? If you mean these things here, this is just a yellow sand wall. Right, we've almost got everything made. Let's quickly make the doors. Where are you? We want 4 doors. There we are. That should do well. I'm going to do that a lot. I'm just going to put that out there now. Alright, now we can start mining up this area. Our miner is getting much, much better at his job. Well done, you. I'm still going to do it loads. There we go. That's a little bit better. Mystic Void 7x9. What tile set is Avak using? I normally use the Phobos graphic set. I'm using Iron Hand at the moment. I couldn't get any of the graphic sets to work for the actual creatures. I don't know if maybe I botched the install somehow. I hope not. But I'm using Iron Hand 16. And yes, Hen, get making soap as soon as possible, as the slime doors are really going to want to wash themselves. That's a very good point. Perhaps I need some sort of waterfall entryway into the fort to try and help with that. That might actually be well worth my time setting up as a priority. Just so that they can divest themselves of all this muck and filth. Right, let's build some tables. So we want T for tables. Now, I usually like to build my tables something like this. Another one. And a fine one there. Then we'll grab seats, which should be C, I believe. Yes. And we place one there. Another one here. One there. And one there as well. Right, that should allow us to set up the beginnings of our dining room. Fantastic. Once we've got the dining room, they will tend to congregate inside if they don't have a job outside. And that is going to be so much better for us in the long run. Okay, have you done all the doors? Really? That's fantastic. Well done. Build door. Have one there. And I don't really mind what material they're made out of right now. As long as the doors have been placed, you can make the room and it'll respect the doors. But if the doors haven't been placed, it would just spill out onto the corridor. There we go. Dining room. This will be the meeting hall as well. So hopefully any idle dwarves will now go hang out in the meeting room. We probably want to make a pasture for the pigs and the dogs indoors. The sheep, unfortunately, are just going to have to live with the slime. I really am sorry about that, sheep, but it is what it is. We also want a storage room, I would say, about the same size as the bedroom. So, something like that. Let's get that happening now. Right, we need some beds next. Let's get the beds going. We'll just get 8 of them for now. The next thing we're going to want to do, and I was going to just set this up outside, but given the terrible, terrible rain, we're going to want to set this up inside. We want a kitchen very, very, very soon. About this big, I would say. And then we'll shape it. So each stall is going to be 3 large. So we'll have a kitchen, a distillery, a fish butcher, sorry, a fish cleaner, and then maybe something else at some point. Won't be what we'll have initially. We'll place that there. We don't need a door here. They can just go ahead and walk in as needed, but we'll have double doors. Just, well, yeah, may as well. Also, that will help with keeping any miasma inside. No. Really, I shouldn't plan to have miasma in the kitchen. That is just a terrible way of moving forward. Right, it started raining, but normal rain. Oh, happy days. Sumi, early bad luck can become good luck. That's quite true. And Christoph Brewer briefly does not exist when it comes to Dwarf Fortress. That is very, very true. Wise words indeed. Right, okay, it looks like we've got our initial everything stockpile almost finished. And we can get everything indoors. There we go. And fantastic. Right, the next job I want you doing is immediately setting this up so I can start planting. Because we've wasted a lot of time not getting things planted. And we will just set this entire place up as one stockpile for pretty much everything, really. We'll set up the custom stockpile settings to be animals, food, furniture, not refuse, normal stone, ammo, coins, bars, blocks, gems, finished goods, leather, cloth. No, not wood either. Disable that. Weapon traps, components, and armor. Now, I could enable this for certain things, but I'm not going to. I will enable this for certain things. Block all. But I actually want skulls, bones, shells, teeth, horn hooves, hair, and wool. Hopefully, well, actually, hair can probably decay, but it shouldn't make miasma, I don't think. We'll set that up so that it can pull in the things that we want to keep for crafting with later on. Okay, and that should be good enough. We wanted to have a maximum amount of bins, maximum amount of barrels. Can I not set the maximum amount of bins? Oh, okay, well, That's fine. I think I can set that if I just come in here. There we go. That's all set up correctly. Get to work, dwarves. Start hauling. There we go. Fantastic. Look at them racing out there. Now that we've got that, we can get rid of this one. We don't need it anymore. There we go. So they should be able to just pick up everything from that stockpile. And now we can start getting things inside. People will stop losing their mind. And Sunday Smiles. Avok, have you considered defenses yet? I am considering defenses in terms of pulling everything indoors and having a small area which is the only access to the fort. In terms of actually getting a military, no, not yet. Calissa Fox, good evening everyone. Hope you're all having a great day. I certainly am, Calissa. Well, except for the headache, but otherwise, pretty good actually. Dwarf Fortress makes me feel happy. I hope you are also having a fairly good day. Take care, Amboss. Amboss is off to play some 7 Days to Die. And Nathan199012, Avok, would you hate me if I was a coffee drinker? No. Hate is far too powerful a word. I would wonder about you. I might pity you too. But I would not hate you. Right, we're going to need 2 extra doors. Let's get those on the make. Now, again, just to reiterate, I am not good at this game. If you have advice to give me, I would happily accept it. Might be a little bit harder for me to spot the advice in chat, but I will be paying attention here or there, and there will be times when things slow down a bit. Oh, are you throwing up? He is throwing up. He's throwing up all over the... he's trailing vomit. Or he's throwing up blood too. Oh, Lord. And now other people are throwing up blood as well. Wounds? You're nauseous. That's the only wound. Thankfully, you're not having trouble breathing, or I might worry that it was your lungs. But, ooh. Wow. Cats. We've been sieged. We've been here for like a month. Wow. Wow. The enemy are coming to lay siege to the fortress. I strongly suspect we're about to die. Let's have a quick look at who they are. And how many they are. It's a corpse. And it's another corpse. Is it only 2 zombies? Because if it is, then we might be alright. This is rough. This is very rough. Because we have no particular weapons. Okay. Well, there's 2 things I can do straight away. It might be too late to try it, but I'll give it a shot. We're going to set up a mechanics workshop in here. I don't know how fast zombies move, but on the off chance that they don't move very fast, we might have time. Set up a mechanics workshop. We'll set up some crates. I was thinking in the back of my head, oh, maybe I should try and set this up quickly. But I was like, no, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to need to. It turns out I did. Right, we want our miner to deal with this. Clean self at the moment is his job. Right, labor. I want you to be a mechanic. We've got engineer, mechanic. There we are. Right. Try making me some stuff. In the meanwhile, I could, with the copper that we have, make everyone a battle axe. We've got enough coke, we've got enough copper. Let's try and do that. It's going to be the best thing I can do. There's zombies at the end of the day, so hopefully a battle axe will be good enough. We've got 1, so we need another 6. Go, go, go. Mario Man. I will be using the DF hack therapist for this one. No, no, come back. Don't run away. What? We have work to do. There is work that needs to be done right now. Or we're all going to die. Our dogs may be able to help us. I don't know. But it'd be a long shot if they can. Are you all eating? I need... Please make this. Make it. There we go. Ha! Phew. Right. We're going to make some cages if we can. We're going to need those cages made right now. So let's get a couple of these. We want, let's say, I don't know how many are there here yet. We don't have any actual idea how many people are sieging us. Let's pause this again. And zoom right out and find these zombies wherever they lay. Where are they? We had 2 zombies, but has the siege been broken already? Because it doesn't say that I'm being sieged anymore. I don't see any zombies. I don't see them on the map. Huh. Okay. It may be that they just left. Oh. Purity, wait, did the bug happen? The bug where zombies turn on their necromancer and break the siege instantly? Ah, okay. Well, I'm not sure if that's what just happened, but if it is, then I'll take it. I'm not going to turn my nose up at that kind of luck. Well, it looks like we're making this into a crafting room for now, and I'm honestly okay with that. In fact, while this is just a basic fort, just mine things out. Don't make it all fancy. But let's get that going as soon as possible. Build workshop. Oh, no, that's not what I want. I don't want a furnace. And I want a carpenter's workshop. We'll have that one built in here. Make it of mudstone. And also a mason's workshop in there as well, made of mudstone. There we go. But it looks like those zombies have left. But that was... I think we can count that as a shot across the bow. That was a warning to us. We are unwanted in these lands. We should leave. Checking the unit screen does not show any aggressive units. Only a couple of animals. So, for the time being, I think we're safe. But very, very much a time being sort of thing. Right, we want a load of mechanisms. Just go ahead and make... We'll have 5 of them since I've made 5 cages. That will be our means of protecting ourselves for the time being. Not the best way of doing it, but certainly is a way of doing it. And also, whilst you're dealing with that, dig this out. We need to get that kitchen done soon, otherwise we're going to run out of crops. Right, also, let's set up a farm plot. I believe the farm plot should be down the bottom somewhere. No, actually it's towards the middle. P. Can we build one here? Kind of. Not really, though. Let's make it a reasonable sized farm plot. And try and find a spot that'll work. Is there any spot that'll work? There are actually very few spots that will work. How about shrinking it then? And growing it this way instead. We'll have this as our outdoor crop farm plot. Yeah. Okay, we'll get that one set up and then hopefully start planting some outdoors plants. Combat log may have some interesting details, but there's no combat log to review at the moment. Otherwise, there'd be a C up in the top left. And Mrs. Imperfects. Ava, can you explain this game to me? Sure. This is a colony management game of a sort. It's hard to look at because it uses ASCII graphics, it's traditional sort of roguelike graphics. But these are my dwarves. I've got a couple of them. I've got 7 of them at the moment. They all have different skills. They get better. They have mood, thoughts. For example, if I go to view them and I have a look, I don't understand why they have to be that way. It was the last thing that Parafoul thought. Within the last season, she was blissful after a bath. She was uneasy when caught in freakish weather. She was blissful during dining in a great dining room. She was annoyed when caught in the rain. She felt pleasure near a fine table. She felt pleasure near a fine seat. She was annoyed after sleeping in the grass. She was annoyed at the lack of chairs. She has various dreams and aspirations, skills, both mental skills and physical skills, and they can also be negative, so she could be bad at things. For example, she's very quick to tire, but very rarely sick. She's agile, she has a great memory, these sorts of things. They can be given different jobs. For example, if I bring up the labor management screen, all of these things in the top right are different jobs that I'm basically moving through right now. And I can select which dwarves will do these jobs based on their various skill levels. And the world will be simulated around us. Bad things will happen here and there, and well, actually more often than not, half the time. But on the whole, we are here to try and make a successful fort for the glory of the mountain homes. That is our civilization back home. Alright, there we are. Build some beds in here. There we go. This should please them, I hope. And one there, and there. Got any more? No. Yes. Yes, we do. Fantastic. Okay, once those beds are made, I'll make that into a dormitory. Then at least they can sleep indoors for a little while. We have already got work happening on the mechanisms, which is fantastic. I will pull down this carpenter's workshop. We don't need it anymore. There we go. Let's just haul all of that inside. Calissa Fox, Nomoria is based off Dwarf Fortress as well, but Dwarf Fortress is much more complex. Yes, that's very true. Dion, hey Avok, why do you use the Iron Hand graphics set without any graphics? Because I can't get the graphics to work for some reason. I tried very hard to before the stream. I'll probably have a look into it after this stream and see if there's something I can do to fix that. But I tried installing the Iron Hand graphics set. I tried installing quite a few of them. One thing I did notice is that none of them specifically said that they were fit for this version of Dwarf Fortress. So that's the only thing that I assumed that it just wouldn't work. But I would like to have the dwarves all look like dwarves. It would be much easier for people watching on YouTube or anyone who isn't familiar with the game to actually understand what on earth's going on. Right, we've already got the 5 cages, I believe, so we can start setting up some cage traps. So let's go ahead and start working on our traps. So traps and levers, capital T. Some basic cage traps. We will set them up. Don't necessarily want to have them in just in there. Maybe if we build a wall out and around, try to funnel them in to a certain area. Maybe even do something along here, perhaps. That might work. We'll have to see. I'll give it a moment. Where is Rocknar? Rocknar's actually making the mechanisms, unfortunately. There's only one more to make, and then he'll start digging out an area, and that'll be fine. Right, we've got our farm plot made. My God, look at how many things we can grow! Wow. Okay, I'm pretty impressed with all of this. We have no seeds for any of these things. Okay, well, let's start paging down. Can I move an entire season? Shift enter for all seasons, basically. No. Which season are we in currently? Let's have a quick look at that. We are in early summer. Very well. So, we want the summer season. So, B for summer crops. We can look through the crops and just basically set things up for the different crops. But it doesn't look like we have any seeds for these particular crops. Well, that's fine. I'm not too surprised by that, honestly. Let's go ahead and gather some plants. But Dion has offered a little bit of help in trying to get the graphics set up. And I might actually take you up on that whilst we go on our first tea break, which will probably be in the next half hour or so. And then whilst I'm letting my kettle boil, I'll ask Dion for a little bit of advice on getting that all working. And we'll see if we can make this look a little bit better for everyone. Will do, Dion. Dion literally just preempted me saying, Avak, hit me up on Steam during the tea break. I will fix the Dwarven graphics for you in 2 minutes. Thank you very much. Dion is a rather well-known Dwarf Fortress modder, as it happens. He's made some fantastic mods and does a lot of tileset work himself. If you play Dwarf Fortress and don't know Dion, then you probably aren't playing Dwarf Fortress, honestly. Let's set this up as a dormitory. There we go. Fantastic. Now they should all sleep inside and everything will be well. Ooh, what have we got? Some migrants have arrived. Really? Oh, is this good or is it bad? I don't know. Maybe it's good. Let's see how many migrants we've got. Honestly, I'm surprised anyone wanted to come here, considering all of our slime rain. You crazy fools. Okay. I will accept your help. We will wait for the migrants to arrive, and then I will do a batch of renaming, actually, and then maybe we'll go on a tea break then. We've got some other creatures. Did they just smack a goat on the way past or something? I'm not sure. Sockman, migrants, blood for the blood god, slime for the vomit lakes. Oh, Sockman, that's quite terrible. Though, probably true, honestly. Right, let's have a quick look. We want to set up some more workshops inside. Let's build workshops. We want the metalsmith's forge inside here. Well, we need a fire-safe anvil, of course. Yes, yes. We need to pull down the current metalsmith's forge. So go ahead, pull that down. In fact, do that for the wood furnace and for the smelter. Take all of that down. Build... well, actually, I'll wait for them to be finished first, and then I'll pull it all in. A little bit easier. In regards to the names, I'm not going to be adding names to a list from within the stream. That just takes too much time to manage the list. I spent like an hour going through comments earlier, and it's just a nightmare. I do have a list from the people who've requested on YouTube, but for those who are here in the stream with me, I'll just be picking people's names from the stream. Requests won't be used because it'll just cause spam in the stream chat as soon as I have the migrants, basically. I'm a little bit surprised that people haven't already started spamming. But, okay. A Keet Tame has been found dead. Really? Did someone kill someone's Keet? That's horrible. Why? How wretched. Oh, well. This stuff's gonna happen, I suppose. Right, okay. We want to mine out an area about this big for a farm. And we'll also extend that out a little bit. Add a door there. And hopefully, as this is sand, they'll be able to just plant it. Now, we should be able to go ahead and build what we need. So E, we want a wood furnace. We'll build that there. We'll use the bauxite for it. We will have a smelter right next to it. We will use bauxite for that as well. And finally, we will have our metalsmith's forge. We will place that here. Steel anvil, bauxite. Fantastic. Right, we are starting to get everything indoors. It has taken us the better part of a season to even get to this point, which I'm a little bit ashamed of, honestly. But there's not much that can be done. We also need some... We need a kitchen about here. We will make that out of mudstone. We need a still my lord, do we need a still? About there. Make that a mudstone as well. And we want a butcher's workshop. There we go. Butcher's workshop about there for any animals that we happen to kill. I guess we could have a tanner's workshop in here since it would expedite turning any skin into leather. We'll make that out of mudstone. We will have a fishery as well about there. And that should be all we need for now, I think. Let me just read through the list of workshops. No, I think that's probably all we're going to need right now. Even then, we don't actually need all of it. So we'll see how that goes. But now that we have... Well, actually, we're going to have to wait for someone to make all of that first. But let's see what else is going on in chat for the moment. Metasapia, I couldn't burn a poor SD card, Leo. Why did Leo want you to burn an SD card? You can put them into an SD card and burn them anyway, Meta. What a waste of an SD card. I see what Metasapia is saying there. That's terrible. Poor old technology did nothing to you. This is how City 01 gets started, by people just random acts of violence against machinery. All of a sudden, they want their own rights, and then people get afraid, and next thing you know, there's this kind of genocidal man-machine war going on. It's a slippery slope, everyone. We must all be very careful. Now, are these going to be made, or are they not? Are many of our people on break? Okay, we've got fishery worker. They are actually fishing. Where is our furnace operator? Why are you not making things? Miner is constructing buildings. Ah, okay. Right, that's fine, because they are building architect. Very well. Okay, it is time for us to name our migrants. So let's go ahead and do that. We should be able to sort our migrants, I believe. Go to build, manager, remove worker, suspend job, cancel job. No. Labor manager, perhaps? Can I sort this in a different way? Wow, look at the stress. That's not good. That's really not good. Now, I'm not amazingly used to using this, but we'll have a look through the different things we can do. Right, profession, we'll leave that on there. We'll, profession stress level. Arrival is what I would like to sort by. Well, actually, I suppose I should start putting out some custom names and things like that. But for the time being, I will... It's everyone with a nickname is basically someone I've already named. So let's bring up the little list that I've got, and we'll see where we're going to go. Ah, thank you very much, Prophetical Aegis. That is very much appreciated. In fact, so much appreciated that we'll just go ahead and we will name a new... a member of our fort after you. We will name Sodal Zanosesm after you. Let's go into View Unit, Customize, Nickname, Aegis. Prophetical Aegis, there we are. You are now a member of the fort. Now, Odom Umakdol, a clothier, rather. Who will you be named after? You will be named after someone from the YouTube list. You will be Gnomeless, who was requested by Tobbs Dasok. There we go. And next down, Unib Kilrudukalal. That seems actually surprisingly less hard to say than I actually found it. Right, let's get you renamed. We will pick someone from chat for this one. Let us see. It will be the Dude. Gotta have the Dude in the fort. He needs to let everyone know what is and isn't their opinion, man. Next, we will have Libash Ulterolion. They will also be named after someone in the chat. Let's see. Sea Champ. There we go. And Rigoth Tunebel. Let's get you named. They will be named after someone from the YouTube list. Kamina, who was requested by Anime Hero Kamina. Next up, Doba Buketnish. There are some people who no doubt can pronounce some of these accented characters much more confidently than myself, and are laughing at everything I'm doing right now. Okay, Zetkrin, rather. There we are. You are now a member of the fort. Also, Shorast Lizard Zazir. I hope you appreciate that I am willingly making a fool of myself by even trying to pronounce these names at all. We will be having Garoon. There we go, Garoon. Oh, Dion, thank you very much. Much appreciated. You're also going to be helping me in a moment. Ah, you're a wonderful fellow. In fact, Siege Engineer is almost a good job for you, in a way. So, there we go. Let's get Dion in here as well. Thank you, Nordak Balrem. Very much appreciated. Let's get Dion. It'll just be Dion. Spelled correctly, no less. I'm not going to put Dion DF. Everyone knows you. It's like redundant at that point to put DF in your name. But there we are. Everyone has been renamed. When we come back from the tea break, which will be about 5 odd minutes, we will also set all of these new dwarves up with new jobs. More than likely, most of their jobs will involve hauling stuff around, so that the ones with a lot of skill that I've set up to be very important at specific roles won't have to do any of that. So they will be much, much better. Okay, right then, last a little glimpse before we go on a tea break. This is our fort. It's not too bad, considering our dwarves have been hampered enormously by the fact that they're constantly vomiting all over themselves because it's raining slime. And also, we had a very brief brush with almost death in the form of a couple of zombies that came to say hello. I choose to believe they did actually only just come to say hello, and then they left when I seemed shocked and alarmed. Pops, they're off crying to their necromancer that no one loves them. I feel like a monster. But we will have to discuss this when we return from the tea break.